Do you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees and normal? You girl.
Think of the James Harden games.
Like what?
Like
I don't play certain type games.
Yeah.
So even when I see certain, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just say
see the
it.
comedy.
Push up on me with it. You know what I'm saying? And see how that.
Slim Thug just shook the internet wide open, dropping the one name Lil Baby has been desperately trying to keep hidden for years. His so-called alleged sugar daddy rumors? Slim didn't play coy with those. He locked eyes with the camera, smirked, and dropped a bomb. He flat out hinted that Lil Baby's whole image isn't what fans think, and it all comes down to a supposed secret affair with music executive Mike Rubin. The moment he slipped that name, you could tell Slim was enjoying every second of the chaos he just created. Lil Baby, though, he wasn't about to let that slide. He's been spazzing online, ranting about people not minding their business, and even threatening to put hands on Slim Thug if they ever meet face to face.
I'm gonna say,
Like,
I was just about to say.
bruh, I don't play with niggas, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up. And Mike's happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there, we start down there. Bam, I'm telling his ass, Mike, I'll slam your ass in the neck. I'll break your neck in this. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like, even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them, like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in the party.
Right.
That outburst alone has fans whispering, has Lil Baby been fronting this street tough identity the whole time? Because if Slim's words are true, then Mike Rubin might just be the hidden power behind Baby's rise. And all those sugar daddy whispers suddenly sound way less far-fetched. What makes this even crazier is the fact that Lil Baby usually ignores rumors online. He's built his brand on staying cool and keeping quiet. But when Slim dropped that video, it struck a nerve so deep that Baby lost his composure in public for the first time. He jumped on IG stories, throwing out cryptic posts that had everyone guessing. It was like his worst fears were finally dragged into the spotlight. And Slim knew exactly what he was doing when he cracked that smirk.
How they got y'all dressing? Do you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees and no, you girls. You is all the way girls, man. Following y'all favorite rappers. D-Ray Davis, my brother. Yeah, man. Hey, man. That's in the flu in my era. I'ma just say that, man. You know what I'm saying? You better put your towel tee on or something, man. Before y'all be doing all this other, y'all turning all the way to girls. What the, like, even the girls know it. The girls look at y'all like girls. It's weird, bro. Like, I don't know what happened.
Dudes love talking until things get real. Then what? That was the cryptic line Lil Baby dropped on IG before quickly deleting it. But not before gossip blogs snatched it up and blasted it everywhere. The post didn't give names, but it didn't need to. It was enough fuel to get fans whispering, guessing, and dissecting every single word. And while some casual fans were left scratching their heads, the ones who've been tuned in for a while instantly knew who the shots were aimed at. The consensus? Slim Thug. People immediately started digging through both of their feeds, hunting for hidden clues, shady likes, slick captions, anything that could prove the feud was real. And sure enough, the receipts started lining up. Slim has been tossing little jabs at Lil Baby for a minute now, and it looked like Baby finally snapped and fired back. But here's the part that really lit the fire. Slim Thug claimed the final straw was Lil Baby's outfit during a recent performance. Baby stepped on stage rocking a tiny tank top, shorts that showed off his thighs, and a pink belt wrapped around his waist. To Slim, that was all the proof he needed to double down on his claims that Lil Baby was cozying up to powerful men like Mike Rubin. The internet didn't hold back either. Clips of the outfit went viral, and fans went from running conspiracies to flat out declaring Lil Baby is living a double life.
So what's the reason why you made sure in a world of tattoos you don't have any? That was really my only reason, like, from being younger, like, I don't want no tattoos. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug, I was a thug. I don't want to be no thug. You feel me? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Damn. Everybody like this now, then.
Some laughed, some clowned him, and others swore Slim was exposing the truth. Suddenly, one stage outfit turned into a nationwide debate about whether Lil Baby's whole tough image is just a mask hiding something he doesn't want the world to know. And that's when Slim went full sweep. The second he caught a glimpse of Lil Baby's look, he hopped online and unleashed a rant that shook fans to their core. Slim wasn't laughing. He wasn't trolling. He looked dead serious, brows tight, eyes cold, like he'd just seen something that offended his whole soul. He called Lil Baby out directly, even saying Baby was acting like a girl for stepping out in that fit. You could literally feel the frustration pouring out of him through the screen. It wasn't just shade, it was raw irritation on display. But Slim didn't stop at Baby. Nope. Even young Jock got dragged into the crossfire.
We ain't going for it. We stand in our era. We going with the G. We work on cars. You know what I'm saying? We change all. We do all the real man shit. You feel me? We ain't influenced by nothing else.
Slim brought up Jock's wild performance outfit, a cropped sweater that showed off his stomach, and used it as another example of what he says is the downfall of hip-hop's image. Fans were stunned, like Slim had a hit list ready and was determined to drag anybody who didn't fit his idea of real rap style. And then came the part that had people gasping, because Slim said this wasn't about fashion at all. To him, it was proof that Lil Baby was hiding something bigger, and right on cue, fans pulled receipts. They dug up that infamous photo of Michael Rubin and Lil Baby looking way too comfortable together. The body language, the tight smiles, the closeness. It stopped looking like just a group picture and started looking like something else entirely, like a secret relationship hiding in plain sight. And then boom, 50 Cent jumped in. He reposted that same picture with a caption that basically screamed, "What the F is going on here?" The moment he added fuel, the internet officially lost its mind. That's the moment the internet went into full meltdown. Overnight, fans started pulling up old receipts, digging through every photo and clip to prove what people have been whispering about for years. That Michael Rubin and Lil Baby's connection might have gone way past the studio and straight into something way more personal. Suddenly, that one viral photo wasn't just a group shot anymore. It became Exhibit A in a full-blown case file against Baby's image. From that moment on, the jokes got nastier, the theories got louder, and every single picture with Mike Rubin turned into evidence. Fans were zooming in on hand placements, body language, eye contact. Nothing was safe from being turned into proof of a secret romance. And then one picture in particular had the internet screaming that they'd finally cracked the code. But before we even get into the wild receipts, you gotta understand who this so-called sugar daddy Mike Rubin really is. See, Rubin isn't just some random exec floating around the industry. He's a straight-up shot caller with ties that go way beyond music. Yeah, people know him for his executive moves, but behind the scenes, his name has been attached to shady dealings for years. He's been linked to those infamous all-white parties, the same type Diddy used to throw, that had the industry buzzing with rumors of what really went down behind closed doors. That alone tells you Rubin isn't just playing in the background, he's pulling strings. And lately, people have been side-eyeing the way he's always around Lil Baby. He's there at the white parties, sitting courtside at NBA games, hopping on private jets, flashing billionaire connections. And somehow, Baby's always right there next to him. To fans, it's no coincidence anymore. It's looking like a pattern Rubin doesn't even bother hiding. It's starting to look like Michael Rubin's fingerprints are all over Lil Baby's life. And this isn't just about him being the money man behind Baby's success. People are saying it runs way deeper. In fact, fans believe Rubin might be the reason behind some of the strange shifts we've seen in Baby's behavior these last few months. And this is exactly where Slim Thug's revelations come crashing in, because his rants didn't just make Baby look suspicious, they cracked open his whole cover and put the spotlight on his true connections. Remember that performance video Slim had so much smoke for? Everybody was clowning the short shorts, but fans caught something way bigger in that clip: tattoos. Giant, brand new tattoos running across Lil Baby's thighs that spelled out 90s Baby. Now, on anyone else, this might have been a flex, but on Baby, it was like a neon billboard screaming something had changed. Why? Because Baby built his whole image around not having tattoos. For years, he bragged in interviews about staying clean, saying he avoided ink because it could make him look ghetto, and he wanted to keep doors open for when he eventually stepped away from rap. That was a core part of his brand. Clean skin, no distractions. So why the sudden switch? Why go from 0 tattoos to blasting 90s Baby across both thighs and adding another huge one that reads CBFW down his leg? Fans are convinced this isn't just about style, it's a message. Some say the ink is a subtle stamp of ownership, a mark of loyalty to someone bigger in the background. And with Rubin's shadow looming over everything Baby does lately, the internet can't help but connect the dots. The moment that clip dropped, the internet turned into detectives. Fans zoomed in, froze frames, circled the tattoos, and reposted screenshots with captions calling the ink a brand, like Lil Baby had been officially marked as Mike Rubin's boy toy. The comments got brutal, and it was clear Baby had to say something before the story spun completely out of control. But instead of shutting things down, his explanation only made the rumors grow louder. Baby tried to play it cool, brushing off the chatter about Rubin like it was nothing, but the internet wasn't buying it. People started digging into his love life, and what they uncovered made those tattoos look like child's play. At first, Baby denied everything, swearing there was nothing shady between him and Rubin. He even tried to explain away that infamous photo, saying they were just play wrestling when the camera snapped at the wrong moment. But come on, who play wrestles like that? To make it sound more legit, he went on Lil Yachty's podcast and claimed he had security footage that would clear the whole situation up. The catch? He never released it. And online, holding receipts but refusing to drop them is basically the same as confessing you've got something to hide. Then came the dagger. His ex spoke out.
With Lil Baby's ass. He gave me $40,000. So Lil Baby has slid in my DMs. He asked me if I was in Miami, and I told him, yeah. He texted me, told me to pull up, and the first time we linked up was weird. He kept touching me. Like, I get it. You know, you got a lot of people that's just a setup situation. But it was just weird because he kept touching me and he was just rubbing me. Like, it got to the point where I felt like, okay, is he like trying to figure out if I'm a woman or and then after that, we was fascinating.
She didn't drop a tell-all, but she threw just enough shade to set off alarms. According to her, the reason she finally walked away was because she kept trying to make things work, but had to leave when Lil Baby showed his true colors. She didn't spell it out, but she didn't have to. Fans immediately tied that true colors line straight back to Rubin, convinced she was hinting at the real reason behind Baby's messy behavior. The suspicion went into overdrive when Instagram model Teresa Levy hit a podcast and spilled on her past fling with Lil Baby. According to her, some of the things Baby did in the bedroom made her suspect he wasn't strictly into women. She didn't overshare, just dropped enough hints for people to connect the dots, and the internet ran wild with it. Suddenly, those sugar daddy whispers weren't just messy gossip anymore. They were starting to look like a pattern. But the part that really blew the lid off was Lil Baby's own gambling confession. For those who missed it, Baby once admitted he lost over $9 million in just 2 days during a crazy gambling spree. That's the kind of loss that could crush a rapper's career. And when the story looked like it was spiraling out of control, guess who swooped in to clean it up? Mike Rubin! According to Baby himself, Rubin personally called casinos and had him banned so he couldn't bet again. At first, that sounded like a friend looking out. But after the other receipts, fans flipped the narrative. To them, it looked less like a homie move and more like a boss protecting his investment, making sure Baby didn't ruin the image he'd been building. That's when people started comparing Rubin's role to Clive Davis with Diddy, an older power figure keeping a younger star under control, shaping his every move. And if you know how that Diddy Clive saga played out, you understand why fans believe Lil Baby might be walking straight into the same trap. Meanwhile, Slim Thug refuses to fall back. He's still online throwing smoke, dropping hints, reposting old clips, and straight up daring Lil Baby to say his name directly. The tension between them is bubbling, and now the question everyone's asking is, will Baby finally clap back publicly, or will Slim keep tearing away at the image he worked so hard to protect? And that's the part messing everybody's head up, because after all the rants, after all the cryptic subs, Lil Baby just went ghost. No tweets, no IG stories, no interviews, nothing. He vanished. And in this game, silence speaks louder than words. It usually means one of two things. Either you're plotting something massive, or you've run out of things to say. But here's the problem. While Baby stays quiet, Slim Thug isn't letting up. He keeps pressing, dropping hints, and daring Baby to respond. Meanwhile, Mike Rubin's name is trending almost every week, and fans won't stop digging up new receipts. Every photo, every video, every shady detail keeps getting pulled out and reposted, and with Baby staying silent, people are starting to believe the worst. Now the whispers have turned into one burning question. Is Lil Baby keeping his mouth shut to protect his own image, or to protect Mike Rubin? Because if Slim drops just one more solid receipt, this won't be a little rumor war anymore. It could blow into the kind of expose that straight up ends careers. The stakes are sky high, and the silence? It's only adding fuel to the fire. If you're keeping up with the mess, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Public Secrets, because this story is far from over, and the next move could shake the industry to its core.